Guys, it's that time of the month. Gavin and I, this month in venture, it's on its way. Let's go. Hey guys, real quick, before we start the next vlog, I want to bring you up to speed on a really cool company. Startups and scale-ups, check this out. weareluna.co is a great place for you and your business to start off with phenomenal accounting and legal services. So if you're a startup or a scale-up looking for legal and finance support, or alternatively looking to raise capital, weareluna.co is where you need to be starting off. These guys have been doing it for as long as the dinosaurs have roamed Earth. And if you mention this vlog, they'll give you $200 credit towards your first kickoff. Rolling.
We are rolling.
Your mate, Damien Williams.
Yes.
He hit me up on LinkedIn. Shout out to Damien. He watches the vlog.
Happy customer.
That's it.
All
What's
right.
happening?
We have so much to cover today. We're going to try and keep it within the time limits, which is always hard for us.
Yep.
We're going to start with scaling up Xero, the prize baby from founded in New Zealand and scaled globally, have just returned to profit, $160 million over the past 12 months, which is a great news story for a global SaaS business.
Well, we're responsible for that. We've been adding Xero files as we roll out our new businesses.
Well, we're a customer as well at Ignition Lane.
There you go.
So they also did a $38 million investment into Deputy, which is another Australian unicorn. So one big unicorn investing in another big unicorn.
We are responsible for Deputy as well.
There you go.
We use Deputy here at Creative Cubes.
The tech stack at Creative Cubes is all of the tech unicorns that come out of Australia and New Zealand.
The best or nothing.
But the big news is Canva Create, their big annual event that they did. There was something went down there. Would you want to talk about that?
Mate, I think we should just cut to the clip.
Canva Create, we've talked about a lot. Can we just take a minute to recap? Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it.
Mate, that was very 1995 Windows-esque.
That is one way to launch your enterprise product, that's for sure. Yeah, did you remember the Steve Ballmer and Bill Gates dancing on stage doing their 1990 Windows 95 launch?
Do you want to cut to that as well? Just for a split second. Yes.
That's a classic.
Yes.
All right, cool. So Labor have decided to shelve their sophisticated investor changes they were going to make. They were going to make it more difficult and raise the bar for high net wealth individuals to invest in higher risk asset classes such as venture capital and early stage startups. That is good news for people who want to find and invest in the next Canva and Xero.
That's great news. But you opened with Labor tried to make it more difficult. I was like, what? No, really, Labor, what?
That's right. Well, Brandon Capital is a life sciences venture capital firm. They've just raised $270 million.
On you guys?
I think their target's around 350, so they are well on their way.
Yep.
Baylor, which is an ASX-listed venture capital firm, have just invested $20 million in telehealth startup UpDoc.
Yep.
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 Toby is on board. He's just signing away. And then there was a bootstrap and profitable business yesterday that just got capital from Skip Capital and from Blackbird. They raised $10 million, bootstrapped and profitable, looking for some venture capital fuel.
Love it. Congratulations, guys. Well done.
So the past month since the last time you and I caught up, there has been a lot in the world of AI. And I know everyone's talking about AI and how exciting AI is, but there is some serious data points that we want to take the audience through today.
I'll give you one data point. I tried to buy a .ai URL yesterday, literally yesterday.
To triple the Creative Cubes valuation by having CreativeCubes.ai.
It's not Creative Cubes, it's an affiliated brand of Creative Cubes. We already own the URL, and I thought, before we actually launch it, should I do a .ai? What do you think the URL came in at?
A lot of money.
I'll tell you this, my current URL was $1 a year and I've held it for 13 years. This one was 24,000 US dollars, just with the .ai URL.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, OpenAI.
Real estate, online and real estate, it's expensive these days, just like offline real estate. So we're gonna cut through about 3 or 4 different AI-related news activities to finish up today's vlog. So OpenAI, they have doubled their annualized revenue to $3.4 billion in the past 12 months, which is extraordinary. They also signed PwC as their biggest global contract with 100,000.
I think PwC is great, but they also are about to become part of an extension of iOS with Apple.
which has ruffled a few feathers.
Did you watch the WWDC keynote?
Never miss a WWDC.
I watched last night, some guy cut together the whole keynote into 9 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And it was just the best of the best through the whole thing. So that's like
There's some really cool stuff
efficient
coming.
use of time. So
But OpenAI is being plugged in, not natively. It's I guess a request, an API
so what
request.
does AI stand for if you're in the world of Apple?
So Apple is Apple Intelligence.
Well,
Yeah? Or
exactly-
Appel Intelligence. That's what you should do.
So they are embedded.
You should get gavinappel.ai.
That's a great idea. I think we might go purchasing some online real estate after this. So Apple at the WWDC said they're integrating Apple Intelligence, which
Yep.
has part of OpenAI in that into their iPhones, their iPads, and their Macs. So it's going to be a really interesting evolution for consumers.
I'm really excited about it.
Also, NVIDIA had their keynote in the past couple of weeks. When they did their keynote, their share price skyrocketed to $3 trillion. They were at $1 trillion 15 months ago. So that is a very serious uplift.
Have you noticed my hair's gone like crazy? Because I've been on that roller coaster with them as
You're a
they
shareholder.
jolted. Yeah, I'm a shareholder. Jolted
Look at
from
you.
1 to 3.
You're an innovator.
I expect their shares also did a 10x this week. So there was a share split 10 to 1. And they're about $122 right now. They're expected to hit 500 over the next 12, 24 months.
So there's been like a horse race with the most valuable companies in the world between Microsoft, Apple, NVIDIA, Amazon. But NVIDIA jumped and went above Apple.
Now.
Then Apple did their keynote. They became the most valuable company in the world. And guess who's the most valuable company in the world today?
Well,
Microsoft are back at the top.
I haven't got any Microsoft. I was
You need
thinking
to get into
I need to
Microsoft.
get Microsoft. Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? That this jostle, but the valuations are just insane.
There's now, for the first time ever, 3 companies over $3 trillion in market cap. That's extraordinary. All tech companies.
I actually think Tesla's going to take the cake, though.
There's some big news in the past, breaking news. In fact, in the past hour,
Yes.
Elon Musk's pay package of $56 billion was approved by shareholders
I like.
for a second time.
I'm very happy. We. There was a commitment made.
collective we.
Yeah, there was a commitment made in 2018.
Yeah.
Everyone laughed at Elon. Everyone laughed. You're going to sign up to this. It was global headlines worldwide. It was unbelievable. The guy's like, hey, if I hit it, I get 56 bill. And everyone's like, yeah, okay, you hit it, you get 50. He hit it.
He hit it.
And they tried to reverse out of it.
We're a little biased, you and I, though.
Yeah, but he deserved it. And
Yeah.
by the way, my mum always said, once you make a commitment,
He certainly has delivered on the plan. And separately to Tesla and SpaceX, where they shot their rockets, record rockets up in this month. XAI, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Everything's X these
Yeah,
days. It's
yeah.
very confusing. XAI.
Yep.
Elon Musk, just as a side hobby, raised $6 billion
Yep.
for that AI startup to really go head to head with OpenAI. So we've got NVIDIA, we've got Apple, we've got Microsoft doing stuff, we've got OpenAI, we've got
Google.
XAI, we've got Google.
We've got
they're
Grok.
all fighting
they're
for
all jostling. I just
the win.
I just don't know how this ends. We've got Elon really calling out Sam Altman and how dangerous AI could become and how he wants to, protect humans from this AI. But then you got Apple leaning in hard. What's interesting to me as well is Apple have partnered with OpenAI, but OpenAI is owned by Microsoft. Microsoft and Apple are the biggest competitors.
There's a lot of intertwining going on.
There's a lot.
Kind of like Ignition Lane and Creative Cubes, lots of stuff going on.
like it.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, man.
Well done.
And just lastly, we are going to be on Disrupt Radio going
For a
forward.
second time.
Yeah, going forward. I think we're going to get a monthly segment with Omar.
Amazing. Who, you and me?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
exciting.
another breaking news.
All right.
All right, guys.
Have a
See you
good
later.
day.